Hello, I'm Allie, Dad's daughter. Um, One of my favorite things we would do together is he'd come out with the latest movies. He would talk all about them until they came out. Sometimes it got a little bit annoying, but uh, I fell in love with some of his favorite movies: Tommy Boy, Waterboy, Three Stooges too. He loved to entertain people, especially when they came over, and if the girls didn't want to watch Tron or something again for the 18th time, they would go watch a chick flick in the living room. I would go in the man cave with all the guys and just watch Tron or something. He loved video games. He had the latest video game, Mass Effect 3. I know some of y'all have heard of it. He took us to restaurants at least once a week to show us appreciation of how good we're holding up, and he loved El Breton. But he never went one day without saying "I love you," and he always gave me a hug and kiss every day. One time we were driving home from school, and there was snow. A lot of the snow covering the roads. And so it was just kind of normal, but when we started driving down, he said, "Do you know what a donut is?" I'm like, "Of course. It's round, and it's very good. You eat it typically for breakfast." So he took the wheel, and he went on a cove, and he just started driving in circles really fast. I looked, and then I was kind of getting dizzy, so he started going toward the house again. I looked back, and there was a big donut shape. So I learned the other meaning of it. So, and I know most of you think that he's dead. He's not dead at all whatsoever. He's more alive than any of us in here. And I wouldn't want him to come back for anything, because he is enjoying his time in heaven right now. And I can't wait to see him again when I get there. Thank you.
How do you follow that? I don't know. I guess I could get up here and try to go through my notes, but honestly, I don't think I can make it through them. So I'm just gonna tell a fond story that I have memory of Tommy. A lot of you, well, first of all, a lot of you probably don't even know this, but Tommy is actually my stepdad. But he always claimed me as his own, and he said, "It's my son. I'm proud of him," and it meant a lot, to having, dual father figures like that. And he was stern. He was stern, but he was always very fair. And he'd I don't know. But straight on to the story before I get too choked up to keep talking. A buddy of mine, Tommy, had bought us some fireworks 4th of July. And it was the summertime. I know, another fireworks story. It was the summertime, and me and my buddy were out at school, and we were out in this field next to our house. And we were playing with fireworks and, shooting them and blowing up and stuff. And Tommy had been home that day. He wasn't feeling too well. He'd been a little sick. He was home from work. And I guess he had been inside napping. Well, we had our little staging area where we were shooting off our fireworks, and then off to the side we had our bag. That's where we kept all of our fireworks. And so Harrison and I were lighting fireworks and just having a blast and shooting them off, and looked off to the right, and here comes Tommy walking out, and he was in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, and his hair's messed up. He was pretty under the weather. He just comes walking out, and I was like, "Hey, Tommy, hey, Tommy." He didn't acknowledge didn't nod, nothing. He just walked up to the bag of fireworks, reached in, pulled an M80 out, had a lighter in his hand, lit it, threw it in the bag, and just took off running. And needless to say, we were out of fireworks shortly thereafter. Apparently, we had woken him from his nap, and he just wasn't having it. So, he, like Allie said, he always said he loved us and told us he was proud of us. And I could not have asked for a better stepdad. And he was always there. He's a very spiritual man as well. And I know a lot of you know that and seen that. But thank you all for coming and showing your support. This isn't a wrap up. This is in the end. We still got much better speakers than myself coming up. But I'm going to turn it over to them. Thank you.
Josh and Allyson, thank you very, very much. You can tell a lot about a person, his character, about what his closest friends and family say about him. So today we're being honored by that tribute. I'm going to ask